Hey students, in this video I just wanted to give some help and clarification on a couple of the exercises I've assigned for you this week. So I'm looking specifically on page 286 and 287. Exercise A on page 286 and the exercise on page 287 are very similar, okay? The one exercise A is just covering prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections, while on page 287 it covers all the parts of speech, okay? But what you're doing in those sentences is identifying the italicized word as, is this a noun, is this a verb, is it an interjection or a conjunction? And many times when we see these type of exercises, you're having to recall all the information that basically you've learned all year, and it seems very daunting. But just take it one step at a time, one sentence, one word at a time, really, is all that I'm asking you to do, okay? So I'm just really focusing on exercise A in 286 and the exercise on 287. And I wanted to give you some tips, maybe get some notebook paper or a note card and write these things down. It might help you as you're going through it. But let me just go through this. First step, just find your subject and verb, okay? Always kind of go back to that because your subject is going to be a noun, okay, always, and your verb is the verb. And so you don't even really have to think about it much farther than that. And that can knock out a few words. So kind of like as you're doing this, it's kind of like a process of elimination. And you have found this, and so you can move on. And after you've kind of got the basic things covered in the sentence, you've only just got a few words left. And so you can kind of work at it like that, like a process of elimination kind of thing. Here's some other things that you can kind of focus on. Start with the easy parts. Things that, as we've been going through the year, it's just clicked with you and you said, oh, I understand adjectives like 100%. Or I know all my prepositions and I don't even have to think when I look at a sentence because I know what my prepositions are. And so when you see a sentence, even if the word is not italicized, but you know it's a preposition, you can still maybe either mark it out or put prep above it or just something to kind of eliminate those distractions in the sentence. Here are some parts that I kind of think is easy and simple to review. The articles, a, an, and the, are always adjectives. So anytime you're looking in the sentence, you can just start with the articles. Just start with those adjectives and go ahead and identify those. Some of them might be italicized, some of them might not. But if you get them out of the way, that could be 3 or 4 words in your sentence because we use these words a lot. Okay? Another kind of one that you can always identify is your prepositions. Again, if you know them, that would be really easy. It's the 2-letter words in, on, at, and other ones like that. So you can really just kind of focus on the prepositions. Adverbs, maybe you're really good at just finding the adverbs. It's the ly words most of the time. Greatly, especially, wonderfully, there's so many of them. Time words, like yesterday, tomorrow, never, always, okay? Time words like that, those are always adverbs. And so when you're looking in the sentence, just kind of go through and say, do I have any adverbs? And you can go ahead and kind of get rid of those. Also, subordinating conjunctions, if you're really good at finding those. After, before, since, because, as if. Hopefully you still have your little note card that we wrote them down on. Yes, they introduce adverbs and they can act like adverbs, but the word, just the one word, is a conjunction, okay? Try not to make that mistake. It will introduce an adverb clause. The whole thing acts as a clause, but just the word is a conjunction, okay? So you can go ahead and label those. So like as if, because, since, those are conjunctions. And so you can find those. Also the other conjunctions, and, but, for, nor, or, yet. Those are pretty common and easy to find. So you can just say, oh, I know those are conjunctions and don't even have to think about it. And you can just label it. Continue to ask me questions. If there's a page that you especially want me to go over and make a video, let me know so I can do that. But the best advice I would give for these type of exercises is take it one word, one sentence, and one word at a time, eliminating the words just kind of one word at a time, things like that. All right, good luck with it. Let me know how it goes and continue to ask. Let me know if you have any questions.